part of choosing a job in your passion is that you want to do it because you want to do it. If I was the type of person that I just wanted to have like a big paycheck, I would not have chosen this. I would not have chosen to be in women's sports. That's not like across the board. These are not high paying jobs.
They're not, and
If the
it's crazy
if
because
the
like
professional athlete, if the athletes on the floor aren't getting paid what
she
they
just
are
sent me.
worth,
I got
like,
this earlier.
do you think I'm getting paid what I'm worth if they're not? So it's like, but I chose this. Like, I can say that. Like,
The highest payer, the highest paid payer. I mean, the highest. No, wow, words are got really
highest
hard. Real
paid
cool.
player.
Monty may be here.
Oh,
But
did the ring light die?
yeah, it may have died. That's fine.
Yeah.
Show cool.
The highest paid
'cause
player.
My iPad just died too. Wow.
It's okay.
Like how
That the high.
everything
I can
but,
answer.
think
I
it
can
said
answer it for you.
$239,000.
Which
Where
no, granted, for the sport and for the way that for where women's sports is right now, I'm not saying that this is what they should be getting paid, but like strides have been made to get to that point. A lot more steps have to be
a
taken
whole
to
lot more
get
steps need to be taken.
to the level that they deserve. But I never want to like like scoff at that amount of money because it is a decent amount of money for the time
I mean,
period.
they make more than I am.
So like I never want to scoff at that, but
They deserve
I
more.
will. Yeah, they 100% deserve way more. But it's like no. But what I was like kind of saying is like no amount of money. Like I don't want to sacrifice that for just like an amount of money because that's why I chose to do what I wanted to do. If I went to somewhere else, did the same exact thing, I'd get paid more. But I'm choosing to be here because this is where I want to be. As long as as long as I want to be here, I will be here. You know what I mean? So I'm just focusing on what brings me joy, what brings me excitement, what doesn't bring me stress, what doesn't bring me anxiety. That's important to me, and yeah, that's kind of what I think about right now. Like, yes, I still have big career aspirations, but I know there's a path that has to be taken to get there. So I'm being patient and kind of just focusing on the now.
You don't have to answer this, but is commissioner of the WNBA
Yeah, I mean,
still on your vision board?
of course it is. That's
Okay.
what I wrote down when I want to say I was 16. So that's definitely something I still would like to achieve.
That's crazy because like I think that's a real important part that no one understands. It's having a goal, writing it down, and doing everything possible to achieve it. I think when we talk about attempting to master, this is the reason why I wanted to have these conversations because you did some things that was pretty normal to the everyday person when it goes about chasing your dreams, but you also stepped out of the box in multiple moments. You forged your own path, and I think when we talk about attempting to master, when we talk about figuring this out, you're doing it. Like, I think attempting to master isn't about a specific job. It isn't about a specific, like, even though we're talking to people that have perfected crafts and have done this and have done that, attempting to master for me it's a daily thing.
No, it's
Did I do it today?
Yeah.
Did I take all the steps? Did I do everything that was necessary for me to get to where I want to be?
Yeah. I'll say this, like, maybe because I'm just in sports, this is all I think about, but like, people, like, basketball players, they don't just show up for the game. Like, yes, that's the job that everyone sees publicly, but that's just the only public-facing portion of the job. Like, there's practices, there's like outside of your team, you have to do your own conditioning and lift your own weights and work with your own staff.
You have meetings.
If you have that, like,
this.
there's so much, like, like going through tape, like this, like there's so many aspects to the job that's more than just the game that you see on television. So it's like you never stop working. Like on even just as you as a person, like you should never stop working on yourself. Like if you want to be elite at anything, you want to be a master at anything, you have to realize you don't stop working. Like no amount of money is ever going to get you to stop working. Like I just watched the interview with some rapper, but they were like, oh, like you got paid this amount of money for something, and they were like, oh, well, why are you still working? Why are you still doing this? And it was like, have you ever asked that to Elon Musk? Like, have you ever asked that to Jeff Bezos? Like, these are billionaires who
keep on making more money.
Who like, but it's not about the money at a certain point. Like, of course, people want to make more money and make more money and make more. But it's just like you never stop working. Like, whether it's in your career to achieve whatever you want to do, you're still gonna be working, even if the only thing you want to do is make money. Like, as long as you're making money, you're achieving that goal. But you're not gonna stop doing that, or you're gonna set up, or even if you do want to stop working one day, you still have to put in work before you stop working. You have to put in investments. You have to create these retirement. Like, there's everything. You never stop working, because once you stop working, you had to put in a ton of work to stop. And even from there, you can't just rest on your laurels and just expect everything to go fine. Like, that's just not how any of this works.
Wow. I mean, no, I agree 100%. I think Kevin Hart has a saying, and I love repeating it in times. It's everyone wants to be famous, but no one wants to put the work in. There's work that is required to get to where you want to be. Yeah. So as we get to the end of this, I have this question that I make sure that I need to ask everyone. As you play with the light, what is your definition of mastery? And I know I didn't prep you for this, and I'm never going to. But if I had, like, when I say, what is a master?
I think a master is someone who is at the top of their game in any way you want to, like, describe it or define the game, but you're at the top consistently. Like, that's a master. Like, you can be good at something one time, but when you're consistent in how good you are, you're consistent at that level, at that elitism, like, that's when you're the master. And you can do it and do it again and again and again and again, and it's not, when it becomes second nature.
Cool. Say mastery is only hours and hours of beating. Will Smith says that, right? Something about hours and hours of beating at your own craft. I love it. Well, attempting to master is going to be an ongoing conversation. So I can't wait for us to follow up on this conversation. She doesn't know this, but she may just be chilling with me on an episode with someone else one day too, because we have such a great dynamic. The father. You didn't say it.
Do they say this?
Yes.
No, they don't.
All three of them. It goes, the father.
The father.
The father. And then he says it in Spanish, but my mother didn't teach me that. Oh. The padre.
That's not that hard. The padre? You didn't want to throw an L in there?
No.
You don't know anything?
No.
No Spanish.
When I tell you, I almost failed out of Spanish freshman year of high school because of that teacher. I didn't want to go through that anymore. That was bad.
Did you take another language?
No. I just stopped. I speak English, Ebonics, and...
Tongues?
Oh, I can speak in tongues. Don't get me on a good church day.
I have no words.
Okay. But thank you for being here. Besides the messy moment, we did that.
Yeah, because that was weird. But this was fun.
Worse.
No, I'm just, obviously.
My mother's here. We have to slowly
I'm sure you
ease
have
her into all the mess she's about to hear about.
Please don't. But I know there's way worse, like, mess. I would just
wait for tonight. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Okay, this is enough. It's been a pleasure.
Do we end with a shake? She ends it. Yeah, I go.
Oh, that was it. I was gonna walk out.
I'm gonna end. Yeah.
Okay, so I can leave now.
You could leave.
Thank you.